All right, we are back with test number two of Goodbye Windows 7. Running this in Linux in an older laptop. So let me know if the sound is back. I think it's working now. Let me go into the let me go to the settings here, and let's see. Testing one two. It's telling me it's working. So let me know what you guys think, if this is working or not. So that's one thing about Linux. It is unpredictable. Um, it's working now. Okay, thank you. Rather, yeah. I This is, to be fair. This is a 12-year-old laptop that I've done live streams with this before, so it should work. Um, so I'm not sure what went on, but again, without a national Linux standard, a universal standard, anything happens. That's the way it is. You can hear me now. Cool. Thank you. Um, so this is a Toshiba satellite machine. This had Windows Vista, not even Windows 7. Um, so um, I'm not going to even to attempt Windows 10 in this sucker. So this has Zorin 15 Lite. Seems to work now. Um, you have choices in today's market. Hello, Mahmood. Welcome. You have choices in today's tech market as far as Windows 7 goes. You can try downloading um, Windows 10 and see if your machine's going to be fast enough. Chances are it'll be too slow. If it had Windows 7, yeah, I would not do that. I believe there is still a free download for Windows 10. Someone was telling me. Somebody saying Windows Vista is my favorite. Really? Okay. Okay. All right. Well, Windows 7 was my favorite. So if you have a Windows 7 machine that's, I don't know, 10 years old and try to install Windows 10, I wouldn't do it. It's going to be sluggish. You can try installing Linux, Zorn, Peppermint, Linux, Mint, Ubuntu, see if it'll work, but you may have issues like I did 5 minutes ago with the previous stream. If it's a newbie coming to Linux, I don't know. So what are your choices in terms of choices, buying something online? Well, Macs have been reliable. With Macs, you won't have the issues you have with Windows 10 with updates, breaking something in the system. I've never seen anything like it. So it is what it is. You can buy a Windows 10 machine. They start at about $200. Or you can buy a Chromebook. I have a Chromebook. They're wonderful. If all you do is jump on the web, there you go. A Chromebook might be perfect for you. They also start at about $200. Um, which one should you pick? It all depends. If you're in college, I would say go with the Mac. I know some people with Macs in school, and they swear by them. They're not as cost effective as, say, a Windows 10, but Macs don't have the problems with the updates trashing the system or a piece of the system. So, Chromebooks may not have enough features for you if you're a college student. Hello, Scott. Um, Again, it's one of those things where, you know nowadays with Linux you have lots of choices, lots of newbie-friendly choices. Linux Mint, Zorn, Peppermint, and the list goes on. But you just don't know if it's going to work. And if you're a college student or a nurse and you're busy and you don't have time to solve bugs like I am here, it's not for you. So anyway, you need to be aware that come Tuesday, As of this recording, Windows 7 is goodbye. Do not continue using it. Not good. So, um, I don't know what happened to Windows 10. I think it got overcomplicated. It got. I just don't. I have never seen anything like it. So, in terms of the problems with the updates, it's almost like update to Windows 10. Should I update? Uh, anyway, ThinkPads are good. Yeah. Uh, ThinkPads, Windows 10 on a ThinkPad. I've never had a problem. Um, so I do like ThinkPads. Absolutely. Um, I have two of them, three. Well, one broke. I got two that still kind of work, but they're 32-bit. Can't do much with them. But yeah, ThinkPads are awesome. You can find a refurbished one for about, I don't know, a decent one for about 250, maybe less. If you search on Amazon. But I do like ThinkPads. Yes, absolutely. Um, you can use Windows 7 without updates at all. RV, welcome. No, no. When you are running Windows or Linux or Mac or Chromebook, and in this case it's Windows 7, and Microsoft stops, they just cut off the security patches. You are vulnerable. Now, if you're going to use Windows 7 and not jump on the web, no problem. Use it to play music, transfer files, folders, maybe burn a CD or two. That's fine. But once you go on the web, all bets are off. So you should not use Windows 7 once mainly the security updates. As far as I know, that's gone starting January 14th. Um, but I'm against Microsoft because I'm Linux. Oh, okay, that's cool. Not a problem. I'm just listing some choices for you guys. So it is what it is. Um, yeah, don't run an outdated system, whether it's Windows or Linux. It's not worth it. It's not worth the risk, in my opinion. It's yeah, we have a situation where you have no privacy on the web, and if you run an outdated system, now you want no security on the web. Match made in heaven, right? Anyway, by the way, anybody have an HTC phone? This thing's about 10 years old. The HTC Evo 3D head I got from a vendor a long, long time ago. It's kind of tight on my big head, but anyway, just something different. I just bought a Motorola. Um, Ubuntu on a ThinkPad, yeah. It's fast, yep. $100. What was $100? Play my music. It stopped my boombox. If there's anybody new watching, do stop by and say hello. This isn't bad. This is the internal webcam. I think it's only 720p camera. But judging on the screen here, it doesn't seem too bad. So, and just a headset mic with Zorin 15 Lite. Um, but yeah, I don't use this that much. Like I said, it's 12 years old. It's even with Zorin Lite, it's kind of sluggish. It's just outdated. So, um, yeah. Performance issues, yeah. Used to have a bunch of HTC phones. I love their old keyboards. Oh, like a nothing like a physical keyboard. Oh wow. Okay, cool. I had an HTC Max. It's pretty good. But Antics, Bunsen. I liked Antics. Um, Super fast. Uh, but yeah, it was a little bit too sparse looking, too outdated looking for me. I mean, it was okay. Um, I mean, I got this old laptop working with Zorn. I don't think I'll be doing too many live streams with this one, but it's working. I got it working, so I figured it out, Sergey. Thank you. So, um, this is what is this is Zoran Light. This is what XFCE. Yeah, this is XFCE. So, um, on my other ThinkPads, I have what do I have? God, I got so much junk here. I lost track. I have Linux Mint, one of them. On the other one, I forgot. On my other desktop, I have Ubuntu. That one had Windows 7 on there. Um, I was able to upgrade to Windows 10. It's not as zippy, but it works. But Ubuntu is a little faster. So, yeah. Again, those of you coming in here from the previous stream, sorry about that. But this is real. This is what you see is what you get. So I'll probably delete the previous stream. It's not fun watching a stream and no sound. I'm sorry for that. I should have tested it before, but this was a last minute thing. I had plans with my son, but changed plans. So when I'm done with this, I'll post the all the choices below in the show notes. But so once again, Windows 7, January 14th. No more security updates, which will leave you extremely vulnerable to everything from ransomware to God knows what. So don't use it, or at least don't jump on the web. You can still use Windows 7 after expired, but just don't jump on the web. You can play your music, transfer files, use the system use Windows 7 on Tuesday as a very big USB external storage device. Senor Smith, problem resolved. Yes, thank God as a Windows user, I'm patient when it comes to Linux. I got this working, but what a pain in the cannolis. Again, I should have tested a stream before I came live. That's my fault. So sorry about that. But yeah, so I got this working. Is this buffering? This is just the internal camera. Is this buffering at all, guys, or is it smooth? It's not. It's not really true high def, but is this smooth? Is this okay? Again, if there's someone new watching, please do say hello. Radler has a sacrifice machine. Okay. It is smooth, really? Okay, cool. Yeah, it's not buffering on my end. I'm just running this off the small screen here, 14-inch or something. Everything is squeezed in, but this is the potential power of Linux. Even though I had problems before with the previous stream, I got it fixed off the internal webcam. You know, lips lip sync. This will be like those old kung fu Chinese movies. Hey man, I'm gonna kick your butt. Uh, Good show. Windows, you have to create a beautiful USB from ISO. I think from Rufus or Etch. I think I've done that. Surge. I think. I don't know. After 2,000 videos, I lost track, but I think I've done that. I have to check. If not, I'll do another one after Windows 7 expires Tuesday. But yeah, it's not that hard. I think the last time I used, I think Rufus. So yeah, yeah, lip sync. Yo, man, I'm gonna keep. I'm a kung fu master. Oh, those old god awful dubbed movies. Now is the time for sure. Yes. Yeah, I think there's people. It's not buffering at all. Thank you. Wow. Again, this is a 12-year-old machine, like a dual core. Again, the power of Linux. There's I have a cousin where she's a nurse and works 12-hour shifts. She doesn't have time really, Surge, to download Linux and all that stuff and learn. She doesn't have time, so she's buying a. I spoke to her last week. I think she's buying a Mac. Um, she's got a kid in college who uses Macs, so that's understandable. They both have iPhones, so it just makes sense for them. Um, but yeah, maybe I'll do something like that, Serge, on a tutorial transitioning from Windows 7 to Linux. I might do that. Start off fresh off. So yeah, rather on your phones using text to speech. Ah, very good, Mr. Bond. How's the lighting? I got one light here and one light here, right here. See the lighting change. Anyway, just a couple of clamp lights, and like I said, just a built-in webcam. So yeah, text to speech is a nice feature, especially when you're driving. Don't text and drive. Check my messages here on my new phone. I love Motorola phones. Oh crap, I got an email from Italy. I'll check it later. I'll stick around. Omar, welcome, Omar. It's a little bit, yeah, it's these lights here, they're just a single bulb light. Um Again, this is just a late minute test here with an old 12-year-old machine, laptop. I don't think this will make any difference lighting one, yeah. But um I'm getting warm with this hat. Take the hat off. Okay. Is that a scene from a kung fu flick? Or Terminator? I will terminate you. Yeah, it's just a couple of lights here. Um, um, One of these days I'll buy either LEDs or ring lights, or I think they're called soft boxes for more uniform lighting. At least I got bright white walls here, which does help. But for something like this, I think it's good enough. You know, I haven't used this headset in a while. Boy, this feels heavy compared to my single earpiece. So yeah. Seems when you move forward, it lightens up. It's just a built-in webcam, so I don't know. Maybe it would have been better hooking up the Logitech 920 HD, but I wanted to test it like this just to see if it'll work, just to show people that it can be done if you're trying to revive an old Windows machine. But um, it's not bad. Yeah, it's just myself. I mean, if I had like a guest to the side of me, yeah, I would want more box lighting, like a light here facing this way and one here facing like this on each side, and maybe fill light on top. But normally two LEDs on each side. I think Steve has two LEDs that he uses. He bought on Amazon, if I'm not mistaken. Um, but these are $10 lights on each side. I won't complain. Forehead reflection, yeah, yeah. I'm not going to move the lights now, so. It's running stable on my end, so yeah. It's good enough. Hackintosh, an old laptop. I haven't messed with Hackintosh. I think Ben has, Gen 2 Ben has messed with it, but I have not. Yeah. I don't know how well that works, so I don't know. Just my chair here. Anyway, a little closer to the webcam. See if this helps. But yeah, I don't know about Hackintosh that much. I have an old iPad Mini that still works, but it's outdated. It won't get any more security updates. So I use it for like a music player, alarm. I mean, it's mint condition, but I think it's the first or second iPad Mini. I lost track. I never had a problem. Windows users are accustomed to download XC or MSI and double click them to install them. Yeah, yeah, yeah. App images. Yeah, I use Kdenlive for an app image. Click install. That's a good point. Absolutely. That's a very good point. I may have to show them that. Yeah. Yeah. I normally go to the Synaptic Package Manager or Terminal command. I mean, they're not really designed for newbies, but it's not that hard to learn. So yeah, yeah. But app images are a little bit less scary. You know, you know, you know. To keep in mind, if somebody knows nothing about Linux, they have to be patient, and you have to be even more patient to show them. Once they get accustomed, it's not that bad. But keep in mind, I've been doing this since '06 with Linux, self-taught. There's a lot of pains along the way, but there's a lot more stable distros now that there was back in '06. Gray Wolf. Laptop's finicky with Mac. Okay. Hardware compatibility can be a bugger. Okay. All right. Speak of Ben. Ben has messed with Hackintosh, right? Oh my goodness, Ben, you're doing a live Gen 2 install. Where's the frying pan? Ding, 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 ding. Someone had a question about Hackintosh, Ben. I think you're the Hackintosh guy. I think. No Optimus support in Mac. Okay. The question was about Hackintosh. How well does it work, Ben? I have no clue. I've never done it. Again, those of you joining in late, I'm running this in a Zorin OS 15 Lite on a 12-year-old satellite, Toshiba satellite with just a built-in webcam, just a couple lights and the white background here, so not too bad. It's smooth. So how good is Hackintosh, Ben? Doesn't work in a Mac OS on a PC. Oh. This is definitely not a DSLR, Riley. This is just a built-in 12-year-old webcam on this laptop. Still works. I'm surprised. It's probably 720p, if that, so yeah. Now, if I was to hook up like a 4K DSLR on this sucker, I don't think it would run. Probably crawl. It's a living hell. If you don't know how to do it, Ben, for Hackintosh, okay. Well, you know more about it than me. Mr. Smith says Zorn was your first effort. Zorn's good. They've been around 10 years. Well, going on 11 years, so it's good. It's good for newbies. I'll probably keep this on the laptop, even though I had issues with the previous stream, but it seems stable enough, so it's smooth enough. Yeah, maybe the next stream I'll do it in my Chromebook. Yes, I have done Zorin OS Ultimate. It looks pretty sharp. I really enjoyed it. It's basically loaded with all of the software that you could possibly need. You can download the free core system and do all the work yourself, but they've done all the work for you. Customize it. How much is it now, Zorin Ultimate? I lost track. It's not that much. But if you want a really, really nice looking Linux desktop and all the work's done for you, try the Ultimate version. It is really, really nice. Yeah. If you have an older machine, go with the Zorn OS Lite. That's what I'm running now. It feels weird doing the live stream on a teeny screen here versus my 40-inch over there. I'm like, everything is like squeezed in, but okay, it works. One good thing about Apple, I've been to their store here in Pittsburgh. Their service is pretty good, and their stores look pretty spiffy, really nice. So, I mean, they really do try to take care of the customer that walks in. So, for what it's worth, I like what I saw. Google disable NVIDIA. What, on the Hackintosh? You're doing a series on LibreOffice to help Windows users instead of MS Office. Okay. Yeah, I haven't had any problem. I don't use LibreOffice that much. I do more talking than writing, but I haven't had problems with LibreOffice. I think it's fine. Yeah. It's not bad at all. Cannot hear me. Did the sound go out again? Testing. It's working on my end. Sound is fine. Yeah, I just looked at the in StreamYard. There's like a little, like a level meter that goes like high and low. So can hear. Okay, cool. Yeah, those of you who were on the previous stream, what half hour? Sorry about the sound. I should have tested it before, but I don't mind doing these quote reality TV streams, I guess if you want to call it, because you never know what's going to happen. They usually work fine, but it is Linux, and that means in some cases stuff happens. But I just want to be transparent, as it were, with Windows users that you know Linux may not be fully compatible with your hardware. You know, So my pain is your gain, I guess. It just feels weird doing it on a small screen, but it works. So go back to my banners here. I'll have to put the. I like this ticker feature that's in StreamYard. I don't have the links below for this, but once this is done, I'll put the links below in the show notes of my recommendations for options to replace Windows 7. But I like this sticker feature. Failed 3 times trying to install Zorin. Really? Interesting. I've never had a problem installing Zorin. Did you check the MD5 to make sure it wasn't corrupted? Yeah. Nowadays, installing mainstream Linux distros, the installer should not be a problem. Um, that is kind of weird. But how much RAM I'm using here? Let's see here. Let's see if I can bring it up. It doesn't freeze. I'm running a total, this live stream, total of 600 megabytes of RAM. Not bad. Now, granted, I don't have a webcam hooked up or anything like that, but not bad. I guess that's why it's running smooth, right? Oh, you actually used a disk instead of a USB. Got it. Okay. Yeah, use a USB. Yeah. Back when I started with Linux in '06, I burned a lot of disks, physical disks. I lost track, so how many? I lost track. Distro hopping. I stopped that in 2016. It wasn't worth it anymore. All right, I'm going to wrap this up here in a few minutes. So, if there's anybody new who has a question, go ahead and post it, and we'll wrap this up. And I'll put the appropriate links below in this one, since this one seems to be working okay. Thanks for sticking around. Again, I apologize for the previous stream. It went goofy, as I like to call it. Yeah, the lighting change. I don't know. Maybe next time I'll hook up the Logitech cam to this, see if it works. Tony Posty, hello Tony. My very first Linux distro. It's a good question. That was Ubuntu. It was 2006. I forget what it was. Hardy Heron. um, something like that. But that's what it was. Ubuntu 6, 206. I think Ubuntu started in '04. Um, yeah, it was '06. So if it wasn't for Ubuntu, I guess I wouldn't be here. There you go. What was your first, Tony? By the way, Valentine's Day is coming up. That's the next, not really a holiday, but the next thing going on. So I have a Valentine's joke. What did the octopus say to his girlfriend? I want to hold your hand, 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 hand. It's a joke. I think it's cute. Ubuntu 904 was your first? Okay. Yeah, Ubuntu changed with, they went to Unity desktop. Number 10, I think it was. Yeah. So let me ask you this, Tony. If it wasn't for Ubuntu, would you be here? I think it's a fair question. I love Gatorade. By the way, if Gatorade wants to sponsor my next video, hint, hint, um, I wonder how many people can say if it wasn't for Ubuntu, they would not be on Linux. I give Canonical a lot of credit. You know, they've had some failures like the Ubuntu phone, but has turned out to be, even with the changes, very successful. Think how many Linux-based systems or Linux distros are based off Ubuntu. Peppermint, Ubuntu Mate, Linux Mint, Zorin, Lubuntu, Xubuntu, Ubuntu Studio, Cannoli Ubuntu. You found Linux with Ubuntu. Okay, all right, cool, nice. By the way, this is a mouse pad I got from my girlfriend years ago. Can you read that? Can you guys see that? Don't even think about touching my mouse. For all the cat lovers out there, oh well, that was cute. Ben started with Ubuntu 8.04. Okay. I should do a special weekend live event. Was Ubuntu your first Linux love? Anything else before we wrap it up? You have to make a decision about your second machine. You wanted to have one Windows machine, but it's such a pain in the butt. Which Windows? Windows 10 for me hasn't been as bad as some people who've had problems with the updates, you know, crashing something. I've only had one problem with Windows 10 that broke the sound. Um, Other than that, but I know there are many others out there who just had too many issues. Um, so Linux Mint XFCE is nice. I think that's what I have on one of my ThinkPads. XFCE Mint, yeah. Ubuntu is two Windows. It's definitely not Windows, but yeah. You have Windows 10? Okay. As long as the updates don't break the system, Windows 10 is fine. The problem is they're not. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't know what it is with the updates. Too many problems for too many people. Like I said, I've never seen anything like it. Um, you know. So yeah, when I started with Ubuntu, we still had Windows XP. And there was a magazine that said, "Are you tired of Windows XP? Try Ubuntu." I'm like, okay. And here I am. So I don't think I need this pillow anymore. My back. Do this. All right. Anything else, guys? I think I'm ready to about wrap this up. I kind of like the setup here in in the corner. Um, it's kind of different. So yeah. All right, guys. I think I will end this here. Thank you for sticking around. And yeah, videos for Windows 7 users. Yeah, I'll think maybe I'll make a list here and some notes on one of my notepads, and we'll go from there. Is this my first effort streaming? Oh no, no, I've been streaming since. Oh God, I lost track. No, this is actually a test, Smith, on a 12-year-old Toshiba satellite. I think it's an M305. I don't know. It just says satellite here in the front. It has the Harman Kardon speakers. This is a 12-year-old laptop that had Windows Vista running Zorin 15 with XFCE. Just out of curiosity. Um, but no, if this is very first time streaming, I think it would have went much worse. I had a bug in this in the previous stream about an hour ago. I started it. Anyway, I got it working. Windows going to be a cloud service someday. I don't know what Microsoft has in mind. Yeah, I really don't. Is there an Ultimate 39 now? Is it 39? Okay, well, hey, that's not bad. I mean, the system's nice. I mean, a lot of work and polish goes into that. You know, it's not bad. You know, if you want to support the developers. Yeah. Unless you want to do all the work yourself. Download the core, Zorin, and do all the work yourself. But for 39 bucks, yeah. Those old satellites were great machines. This works. I mean, it's kind of beat up. A couple of the keys in the keypad don't work. Mouse pad works. Webcam works. Uh, so, all right, Serge, thank you for stopping by. So, but yeah, I got this to work. So, you know, it's not a full HD cam, but it's good enough. So. Yeah, if I was a complete newbie to Linux, I would not be attempting a stream on a 12-year-old machine, that's for sure. But, you know, I got it to work, so. And it seems smooth and stable. Anything else? Yeah, these satellite laptops had, I think one speaker's like cracked or, I don't know, but these had great sound. Yeah. The 15-inch Acer Chromebook I have has speakers on the side, like this, of the laptop, and man, they're like this long. They sound really good. Hi, Kenny. That's what I'm doing now. This is, no, I did not try Windows 10 on this whole Toshiba satellite, no. This had Vista, and that's as far as I did have Windows 7 on this, I think. Tried it once. Yeah, I'm not gonna run Windows 10 on this. It's capable, but it's slow, Kenny. Yeah, it's capable, but it's yeah. Yeah, if you're running a machine with Vista or 7 and you want to do, I think there is still a free upgrade to Windows 10. I don't think you're going to be happy. It's going to be slow. I wouldn't do it. The one you had that was a hardware switch. Well, yeah, this one, I don't think it has a switch on this. Usually, on my ThinkPad, it's in the front. I don't think this has a switch on it. Card reader, volume control, but no switch. Vista with that Service Pack 2 was very good. I don't remember. Okay. Yeah, when Vista first came out, man, I remember. Wow. Yeah. Not good, Microsoft. But then they fixed it with Windows 7. So, but that's going away Tuesday, so don't use it after Tuesday. Just trust me on this. So, yeah. Brother has an old Gateway laptop, came with the Vista 32-bit. It runs Windows 10 64-bit. You install a 64-bit on a 32-bit? How did you get that to work? I'm curious. If it's a 32-bit machine, unless it was originally 64-bit. Decided that DX11 will finally die. Yeah, generally speaking, Kenny, I can't recommend. If you have an old 10-year-old Windows 7 machine and you want to upgrade to Windows 10, good luck. Hello, Spin. Wonder how many Windows 7 users will actually switch to Linux. I don't know. How many Windows 7 users will have patience to switch to Linux, right? I don't know. We'll talk about this some more as time goes by. Um, so yeah, it's officially it is official support ends Tuesday. Looking at the calendar here, January 14th. So the processor supports 64-bit, supports, as we say in New York, supports, but it came with 32-bit. Okay, all right, cool. Yeah, you can install 32-bit on a 64-bit, yeah. Just not vice versa, obviously. I haven't messed too much with the Zorin Lite 15, but like I said, this is just a tablet, or not a tablet, but a laptop I just mess with occasionally, so I don't use this. I'm either on my main machine, my Dell, or my Chromebook. Is Windows 7 dangerous after it expires? Yes, Tony. Absolutely. Unless you love ransomware. If you love malware and viruses, use Windows 7 after Tuesday. So yeah, don't use it. Unless you're going to use it and not go on the web, then that's fine. But If you're on the web with Windows 7 after Tuesday, just don't do it. Yeah. Ransomware is on the rise. Even with secure Windows systems. So what is now you're going to run an unsecure Windows system after Tuesday? Whew. If my business was ransomware, I would be targeting you, Tony. Oh, Windows 7 is just fine after Tuesday. Yes, no more security updates will be wide open to hackers. Exactly. So that's the problem. You know, if you don't go on the web, no problem. But that's true with any system, you know. So, all right, guys, I want to wrap this up. Um, Thank you for your time. This was a pleasure doing something different. And I'll catch you on the next one, maybe next Friday night. We shall see. So again, Windows 7 expires Tuesday. Don't use it after that. Just don't. And consider your options carefully. And be safe on the web. Okay. Take care.